If you want to know how I go from this to this, keep watching. If you have acne scars, hyperpigmentation, or dry skin, you need to use the Topicals Sealed Primer. I'll be really honest, I get hormonal acne and sometimes I pop them. And sometimes when I pop them, I get pitted acne scars, you know, the actual like craters on your face. They heal eventually, but in the meantime, this primer fills them in. So when you put your foundation on, there's no divots. It's just a nice smooth canvas. I'm going for full coverage, so I am applying the foundation all over my skin. And before I go in to blend it out, I will let it sit for a couple of minutes. This foundation does dry down pretty quickly, so I let this sit for a shorter period of time than more of my like luminous glowy foundations. The areas that I'm gonna put contour or concealer, I leave blank because the concealer and the contour is gonna give you any coverage that you'll need in that area. I'm using Natasha Denona concealer in the color YN9, and the foundation is the Fenty Eaze Drop Stick in the color 15. Now these are my winter colors because this video was filmed back in March, y'all. Okay, so give me a break. I ain't seen no sun back then. This step is kind of unnecessary, but I like it because I feel like it gives me more of a airbrush finish. So I'll spray my finishing spray and then I will go in with my blush. It just feels like the powder blush blends into the cream and like liquid foundations better this way. I don't know, try it out and let me know what you think about in the comments. If you love it, you hate it, let me know. Again, I have dry textured skin, so if you don't have dry textured skin, maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. You know, makeup is very personal, but I would love to hear what you do before you apply blush, because sometimes if you apply powder first before the blush, the powder can be too dry and the blush won't be able to stick to it. So if you like to powder first, again, try the setting spray method and then put your powder on, because it'll like re-moisten the powder, and then put your powder blush on is what I meant to say. And when I wear my blush, baby, I work in multiple layers because I want the blush to be kind of seamless. On a fluffy brush, take your bronzer and kind of hit the areas where the sun would naturally hit your face. I have a rather large forehead, so I bring the bronzer kind of all over to give me I'm not trying to minimize my forehead because I like my forehead, but I have a big one, so when I do tan up there, it's all over. Okay, it's a satellite dish. I'm using the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur powder to set under my eyes because I carved out my brows with a concealer, and so I'm setting the crease area and underneath my brows, and I use that to kind of act like the crease color, kind of diffusing color between the shadows and my brow bone. And you'll notice a theme here. I try to use 3 different colors of everything, right? Because that way there's always a diffusion, kind of a ombre gradient effect. So if I'm using a dark color, there's also going to be a light color and a medium color. So later on, I'm going to go in with like my darker shadows, but this color that I'm using right now, this setting powder, is closer to my skin tone. Patrick Ta really did his thing by combining a cream and a powder blush, because this is an old school makeup hack. You take something creamy and you put it on top of the blush just to give your skin that natural luminosity, because your skin isn't naturally like flat. There is some type of like shine, a little bit of a satin finish to it. And what I love about these cream blushes is they play nice with other products and powders, because some creams do not play well with others. Some creams will mix in with the powder and start balling up, peeling, clumpy clay looking mess, and this does not do it. It just looks extremely smooth. For this step, I recommend using your fingers, because your fingers are going to help warm up the product so it blends nice and smooth. It's not going to pick up any excess product. It's just a great application method. Like, guys, don't sleep on your fingers. Your fingers are some of your best tools. Just make sure they're clean. And on that note, I do keep a little dispenser of 90% alcohol on my desk, and I'll like wipe off my fingers in between time, because again, I have hormonal acne. And the last thing I want to do is spread that shit even further all over my face. So I'll do a whole separate video on sanitation. On a side note, y'all have no idea how hard it is to film yourself. Like if I had a camera crew with me, they could focus for me, they could move the camera. Like right now when I'm doing my makeup, there's a mirror like off to the side and I can't see myself filming really. I mean, I can, but it's on another side. So I don't know sometimes when I'm in and out of frame. So it would be nice if I had a team of people to help me film, but I'm here solo dolo doing it all by myself. And for those of you that don't know, check out my portfolio, ruthelia.com, because I am an art director, social media designer, and photographer. I've been published. You can see my work at the prestigious Ebony magazine. I've worked with ESPN, Heartbeat Productions, NFL Network, Sony. Like I really be outside working, like outside of me being a fun makeup artist on this app and other apps and all the apps. I have a real life career that I absolutely love. But anyways, I'm rambling because this video is 10 minutes and 15 seconds long. And sometimes there's parts of the video where it's like, okay, I'm putting on mascara. I don't know how to instruct that. And it's not being like rude or condescending. Like I dead ass just don't know what to say. Oh wait, I do have some advice. Make sure you get at the root, the base of your lashes and kind of wiggle your way up. So that way every single lash gets coated. Okay, like that's actually very helpful. I didn't realize that until a very long time ago. Like when I was like halfway into my makeup career. But anyways, I'm rambling. I don't remember what mascara this is, but what I can tell you is that my favorite mascara right now is the Anti-Gravity from Milani, okay? That girl, I don't know what they put in her, but she's good. She's great. She's that girl. But again, get to the root. You know what I'm saying? We get to the root of the lash right at the base and you wiggle it. And then I turn my brush vertically so I can get into the inner corners and any small little hairs that are not being cooperative. You feel me? I know a Patrick Ta blush hates to see me coming. And guess what? Now I'm going to put it on my lips. That's right. Before these brands had all of these unique products, back in the day, we had to make our own stuff, you know, so products would just be a cream product and it was for the eyes, the lips, the cheeks, the face, like whatever. And so as long as it's safe for the mouth, safe for the eyes, I don't care if it says blush. I'm going to put it on my mouth because I'm going for a cohesive, this is not like a monochromatic look, but because my eyes are so cool toned, I want my cheeks and my lips and like the socket of my eyes to have like a warm balance. Otherwise, I may end up looking a little casket ready. Right? But that's a trick. You can put your eyeshadow, you can use your blush as your eyeshadow, your blush, and on your lips. I even use the powder part on my lips too. Bingo. Like, look at that. It's like a powdery kiss. We did this back in the day for years. And then brands started coming out with powder kiss lipsticks. Where do you think these innovations come from? Your makeup artists. And you are a makeup artist. You watching this video. So if you have an eyeliner at home, try it as a lip liner, try it as an all over lid color. Like really start to experiment with your products, okay? Thanks. This is ColourPop Pitch Lip Liner. Somebody either find me a dupe of this or get me a brand deal with Charlotte Tilbury because baby, I cannot keep spending my money. It works. I'm not saying that she's not worth it, but honey, I'm gonna have to get a second and third job to keep her on the tally. Do you hear me? It just gives this beautiful finish. It's not greasy. It's not matte. It's just a perfect kind of satin finish for the skin. And yes, I use a fan. I want a nice even coverage because you see there's little water spots on there from areas that are a little bit too powerful and I don't want it to ruin my makeup. Okay. And bam, this is me outside in real sunlight, no filter. This clip was filmed on the i15 Pro Max. The rest of the video was filmed on the Canon R5 with the EF100 lens. I've had this on all day. It is currently, let's see what time it is. Today it's currently 7:36, okay? And I've had this on since at least 12 o'clock today. Okay, so I'm going back outside, mind your business, and I'm going to like touch up my makeup. I want it to be more evening friendly, and these are the Danessa Myricks little jars. I'll put the real name on them. I don't know, but they're these like glittery gel something, and I like to put them on with a synthetic fiber brush so it doesn't absorb anything, and it just kind of lays the product down. You do have to like do thin layers to build it up, and it is pretty. Like when this gets underneath the light, I will insert some pictures so you can see what it looks like when you have like a flash or underneath lights. It is just so pretty. This is the Essence Lip Plumping Gloss. I don't know the name of it because I lost it. I can't find it anywhere, but it was really cheap in price, but very good in quality. I do this all the time. Take your blush and run it through the crease. It's actually above the crease, below the brow bone. It's like in between that area of the crease and the brow bone, and it just blends everything together, and it makes your look more cohesive, right? That's the word of the day, cohesive. Tell me what you want to learn next, because my videos are for you. Bye. Okay, wait, before you go, please leave me a testimonial. I applied for the Sephora squad. It would mean the world to me. If you've learned anything from me, if I've made you laugh, cry, share that story so I can be a part of the Sephora squad. And if you yourself have applied for the Sephora squad, please let me know so I can leave you a testimonial too, right? Let's do this together. Bye.